Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Rachel Smith, and this is my daughter's day in the life of her productive, independent homework.
All right, today is all about how do you plan independent work for your children when you and your husband are going to be going for a little anniversary getaway by ourselves, leaving the kiddos at home. They can't just have a week off. We're going to focus on Miss Giuliana here. She's in 4th grade. How can a 4th grader do schoolwork on her own without mom directing everything? So we're going to plan out next week, aren't we? We're going to do some schoolwork today, and we're going to plan out next week what you can do on your own because you have a planner. She has this Passionate Penny Pincher academic planner that she uses. We will be recording your independent work in there. And part of that independent work is Night Zookeeper. You like Night Zookeeper, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I have partnered with Night Zookeeper, and this isn't my first rodeo with Night Zookeeper. We have used them before. My middle child used Night Zookeeper when she was 12. We will talk more about Night Zookeeper later. So we just finished our Bible study this morning, and your sister's gone today, right? She went with her friends to their grandmother's house to make applesauce. So she's like on a field trip, little science adventure, how to make homemade applesauce from scratch the old-fashioned way. But she did do Bible study with us. So can you put the Bibles away, and we're going to talk about what your schoolwork is for today. Go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Well, she's
It is the 5th.
She's updating her planner from last week because she loves the Passionate Penny Pincher check boxes, don't you? Let's show them. You love these check boxes, don't you?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. My husband and I are celebrating our anniversary in October, and he got a great deal on a cabin in the Tennessee mountains. And we've always wanted to get a cabin. Normally when we go to Tennessee, we get a hotel, but he got a great deal on a few days in a cabin and decided it's just gonna be him and I going. So pretty excited, but I didn't want the kids to fall behind. Since my son is 16 and a half, my parents live close by, like 2 doors down. They're gonna be like overseeing, but really the kids during the day will be here at home doing their schoolwork, right? Drew will be in charge of making sure you hoodlums do what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
I told him he could take away stars if necessary, right? But your planner's gonna help keep you on track. I also told my 13-year-old, like the things that they do together, I'm gonna look at those lessons this week. And I think like their math and even their IEW, she could totally just take my teacher's manual and maybe she could try to teach the lesson, because if you teach it, you have to know it, not you, Natalie.
Aww.
Because if you teach it, you kind of have to know it and understand it. So I'm gonna figure out all the things they can do on their own. Aww. You are the cutest dog, aren't you? Get your water. It's just you and me today. Well, Drew's, by the time they're 16, they should be working independently, right? All right, first thing, we're gonna check your Fix-It grammar. Week 6, you'll get all of week 6 done this week, but we're also going to go over what you need to know for week 7, which is when I'm gonna be gone. And I think I'm going to, before I leave, because I'm leaving on Monday. So normally I have them do this only 4 days a week, because you can see right here, it says day 4. So normally I don't have you do this on Friday, but I think I am going to have you do Fix-It grammar on Friday, so I can do this with you and have you do 1 day and make sure that if there's anything I need to go over, and then you can do the rest of the days on your own. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over this.
At a fancy house.
Because at is the preposition.
It ends with a noun.
And it ends with a noun. Finally, the horse and cart stopped at a fancy house. That could be a sentence on its own. This is called a dependent clause because which was located in a large town, could that be a sentence on its own? No. So that's a dependent clause. It's dependent upon the main clause, but every clause still has a subject and a verb. So when you have a who which clause, or you have a two independent clauses separated by a coordinating conjunction, which is not what this one is, you will have subject and verb. So finally, the horse. All right, we've done the fix-it grammar, so now we know what our plan is for the week, and she's gonna write in her planner for this week and next week, right? Yeah. So you're gonna write fix-it week 6, day 1, and we did it. Yay! Plan has begun.
The next 2 weeks planned out.
On that subject. All right, moving on. All right, so for today, you already wrote your keyword outline, but you need to find the banned words in here because this is your assignment. You need to circle the banned words. Here's where the banned words are. You need to go to page 32 and do this worksheet.
Trying to write banned words above it.
Hold on. And here's the pages you can use to help you find quality adjectives, quality verbs, and adverbs that will describe how the crow said it, how the peacock said it, how the crow went down, how the crow went into the garden. So there's ideas back here in the back of the book, which we've marked. Here's ideas for your banned words, and here's ideas for say, said, and here are some ideas for your adverbs to help you. So you can do that on your own today, right? Yes. That is your assignment for today, and then tomorrow you will work on writing your paper. Got it?
I like writing papers.
Okay. Should you write this assignment in your planner? Because if you write it in your planner, that means you can check it off when it's done. Right?
Yeah.
Let's say this is going to be... So I went through the IEW assignments and labeled inside their books which day to do what part of it. We went over all of it, and they can do the rest on their own. You know what else you can do on your own?
Chores.
Chores. How do you know what you should be doing every day?
So we have this chore list. Has morning chores, little timestamps, afternoon chores before dinner, and it has all of our names. So for me, it says right here, in the morning, make bread, bring breakfast dishes to the sink, get ready for school by 8:15.
Okay.
And then
your next set of chores is afternoon chores, which is about lunchtime. And what should you do at lunchtime?
We're gonna put away towels. It should be right there, but we switched.
Oh yeah, you switched. I gotta reprint this. So if we have clean laundry that are towels, it's your job to roll them up and put them away in the linen closet.
And then before dinner chores.
Wait, so at lunchtime, put your own lunch dishes away. In the back entry, somehow shoes are always laying around here. So it's your job to make sure nobody...
It's not that messy right now, though.
No, it's not that messy, but your job is to keep it straightened up all day, right?
Yeah. And then before dinner chores, like right before dinner, straighten dining room table.
Which means put school stuff away.
The next day.
Right?
Yeah. And then after dinner, after we eat, I don't have any. Just put leftovers away.
If I give you another chore, like from the Passionate Penny Pincher planner, then that you would do that. But I would let you know. Clean out van and car. If we do that daily, then it doesn't get to be a mess, right?
I'm not going to focus on that right now. And before bed chores, which is, we don't go to bed that early though. For me, it's straighten up the living room.
Yep.
Oh, it's actually not that messy right now.
Yeah, it needs to be straightened up because we had a birthday this weekend, so there's a gift bag laying there. So you need to do that tonight. We don't really focus a lot on chores on Sundays because Sunday is a day of rest, right? But today and tonight before bed, you should make sure that this room is all straightened up. So if we want to use it the next day, it's good to go. See? Just itty bitty chores. Not a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time, these chores would take 2 minutes maybe, right? Yeah. I almost forgot your spelling test. Let's go do it. Show them how this works independently. Do you remember which list you're on? This is completely independent, isn't it? You can do this by yourself. Okay, you're gonna take the test, and then what's the goal?
Spell it right.
And then you correct it next to
excellence in spelling
and practice them.
The first word is straw. Place lots of straw in the horse stall.
claw, saw, and
You should
draw,
make a
with
thumbnail of
exceptions
this.
fawn and pawn, sprawl, ball, and crawler.
So
And
every
use says in the middle of words.
Every
Cock,
third
cock, and
word,
slaughter.
they do the rule
No
again.
exceptions.
This is
No,
Andrew
not
Poudois.
one. Naughty, saucy daughter. Caution. C-A-U-T-I-O-N.
Oh, so correct it right next to it.
C-A-U-T-I-O-N. Lawless. L-A-W-L-E-S-S.
Got that one right?
L-A-W-L-E-S-S.
Correct the rest of them, and then you know what to study. All right, it's almost lunchtime. It's 11:50, but I think we can squeeze a math lesson in, right? And I can at least give you your homework that you can write in your planner and do independently later, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's sit
And
down
isn't this my last school subject too?
until night zookeeper.
Oh yeah! I love Night Zookeeper. It's so fun.
All right, let's do math first, and we'll show them Night Zookeeper in a little bit after lunch. Okay?
Yeah.
Show them how you can do it in lightning speed. Because we learn math fast.
Well, I don't.
Yes, you do. You're just reviewing all this stuff because it's reinforcing all the math drills that we're doing. So we try to get through a couple of these lessons a week. We have paused on some of them because we're trying to increase speed. So we do all kinds of math games, and I probably will have you and Miss Natalie play some math games while I'm gone too. Increase your speed by the time I come back, and maybe you'll get a special treat. Like,
Dad said he's already.
we'll go to Starbucks to do your timed math test, and you'll get your special drink if you do it if you do it quickly and accurately, right? So you guys will practice your math drills while I'm gone.
Did you know 44 plus 55 is 99?
Yes. And give you all kinds of extra practice. Because you can definitely do math worksheets independently, can't you? Yeah.
You should be thankful that I'm helping you with your editing. Like, I'm telling you the best things you can do for a video, and you're gonna get so much views on this. Drew!
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did.
Even though it's 12. You ate while you were doing language arts. So you want to do your Bible study so you can get to Night Zookeeper, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the fun learning. All right, so we're just now starting our Proverbs from Generations book. So she's on chapter 1. Each chapter splitting up into little sections. So this will be her memory verse for the week. It's got vocabulary quiz. So she's going to look up certain vocabulary words. I figured she could do each of these like green arrows one day, but what did you say you wanted to do?
On one day.
She wants to do all this in one day. Let's see how this works out. Vocabulary, then questions about the chapter, like who wrote most of the book of Proverbs, who are the people who should be listening to these lessons. Lots of questions here, but it gives you hints for verses. Then we've got connect the verses, practicing her memory verse, application, and then a word search at the end. And you think you're going to do this in one day?
I don't think I'm going to do this. I'm not very good at word search or spelling, so.
Yeah. I give you permission to just do the vocabulary quiz because you need to read Proverbs 1 and then do the vocab quiz, and then you could get to Night Zookeeper. I can't wait to see how much you get done. Isn't it so nice when you get to the point in your homeschool when you can walk away and your kids will do work on their own and the learning never stops? What'd you just say?
That she was right and I couldn't get it all done. But if I wanted to, I would. It's just that I want to do Night Zookeeper.
Okay, let's get it. Natalie did it when she was 12, and when Night Zookeeper reached out to me and asked, I thought, you know what? I think Giuliana would enjoy this. And I asked you, and you said yes, didn't you?
When I saw Natalie doing it one time, I was like, Natalie, can I try? And she's like, no, this is mine. So I've just always wanted to do it. And since it's actually happening, I'm really happy because it's so fun.
And it'll be easy for you to do while we're on vacation. So if some of your other homework is too hard and you just can't do it, then Grandma and Grandpa can log into the computer and you can play Night Zookeeper all day for school.
And another thing is about the game is that it's not just about spelling. There's also some games where it'll give you a word and there's different options like on the side and you have to pick the definition of it. Mm-hmm. So it's not just spelling.
It's vocabulary. Mm-hmm. Yep. So Night Zookeeper works to improve the language arts skills of children across the reading, writing, spelling, grammar, and vocabulary. And the levels can be adjusted. There are all kinds of skill games and interactive lessons and even tutor feedback. If they get stuck, the instant feedback gives them an idea for how to start a sentence or maybe just the idea for what to write about next. And there's also personalized tutor feedback on any written work, meaning the parent doesn't always have to be the bad guy. So they say it's for ages 6 to 12. I will put in the description a deal for you to have a free trial, and after that, 50% off a year's subscription. So check out the link below. There's all kinds of stuff here to keep you entertained. Sentence dash.
This one right here too. This will definitely keep you entertained for hours because it kept me entertained for a long time.
So this isn't like learning to you, is it?
No, not at all.
But it's super fun, super creative, but you really are learning. It's helping you get creative ideas for writing, right? And spelling and all the language arts things. And while she is doing this, because she's got all her independent work done, we do need to update her planner for the rest of the week and for next week when I'm gone. But while she's working, this is what's so great about independent work, is I can work and make my plan for what I want them to do next week. So I decided when we are gone, I'm going to have the girls practice some diagramming. I'm going to teach them before I leave. So this week, I'm going to teach them the subject plus verb and direct object sentence pattern. And there's all kinds of examples here. We will go ahead and practice these before we go. But then I made copies of this page So I will have my oldest daughter go through some of these with my younger one and see what they can do on their own. This should actually be pretty easy, I think. This reminds them how to do it here. So then they will be tested on it. So now in this test, I also made a copy for them to see what they could do. I'm sure my older daughter will also try to add the article adjectives, and she's not going to remember the prepositional phrases, but it'll be fun to see what they come up with. But all they have to do is the direct object, subject, verb, direct object, sentence pattern. We'll see what they can handle, because that's what independent work is all about. There's never silence to record a video, is there, Juju? So this is what I've been working on for my kids to keep them honest when I'm gone. I am giving them the date, what they are going to have for dinner, what they're going to do for morning time, and who's in charge and who's leading what, and then what all of their independent work is for the day so they can check it off. My daughter's also, she's using her planner. She likes her planner, but just in case she didn't write it in her planner, it's also going to be here for her to double check. You can have your kids be independent, just be very detailed, right? I have found that even with my ADHD daughter, if I write out a checklist with very small steps, she can follow them. I can't wait to see how this independent work turns out, but thrilled that I have something like Night Zookeeper so that if they get stumped, if they can't do what I've left for them, I know that at least my younger one will get a lot done through Night Zookeeper while I'm gone.
If you want to try Night Zookeeper, there is a link down below for a free trial so you can check out Night Zookeeper.
And half off a
And
year
half off.
subscription if you want to get it.
Yeah.
Should they?
Yeah!
Check out this video for more homeschooling ideas, and until next time, bye.